Hi, my name's Scott. I'm the Chief Engineer at MAHLE Test Systems, and I'm here today to introduce the MAHLE TechPRO software and VCI. The vehicle communication interface is both wireless and Bluetooth, and it can do J2534 pass-through programming at launch. So I'm going to start by plugging the VCI into the car. So as you can see, the VCI blinks when power is available. It has a range of anywhere from 30 to 100 feet in open air, and it's used to wirelessly connect the vehicle to this tablet or any wireless device. You can use a laptop, a desktop, or in this case, a tablet. One of the features that we've included in the vehicle communication card is a "Don't Leave Me In Here" alarm, which you've just now started hearing. And the reason is that it's very simple with such a small device to leave it there once you fix the car. In this particular case, it's not really going to be left because no customer is going to be wanting to have their car beeping like this. And it's a reminder to the technician to take the VCI out of the car. At this point in time, I'm going to hit Diagnostics, and in just a few seconds, what it's going to do is it's going to wirelessly connect to the vehicle communication card, grab the VIN, decode the VIN into the information that's on the screen, and you're already at the main menu without asking any questions of the operator. One of the things that are most frequently done with a scan tool is to do a vehicle-wide scan for codes. So at this point in time, we're going to hit the vehicle-wide DTCs, and it's doing an inventory of all the ECUs that are on this vehicle, and it's finding out which ones and what combinations are on this car. So it's not asking for things like, does it have air conditioning? Does it have heated seats? It's figuring it out all by itself. And then once it's done doing this, instead of asking all these questions, it's now going to go through each ECU, as you see it going down the list here, and finding out whether or not the ECUs has codes. At the top, you see a summary of all the codes that are in this particular vehicle on every controller that's inside of this car, and now it's done. Now that didn't take very long. In dealerships, this is something that happens 80 to 85% of the time when a vehicle comes in. This is what they want done. And we can go into our integrated web information. Now we can pull up information from various sites like Identifix Direct Hit, Decode This, Google Search. So I can select any one of these codes and get information from Google for this particular vehicle and this particular code that's been set, and very quickly find out how to fix it. Or if you have a paid subscription to something like AllData or Identifix, you can go to the Identifix link, and what it's going to do is it's going to take the code, the vehicle, the information, your personal login for Identifix, and bring you right to the information in Identifix that's going to let you find out what's wrong with this car and fix it. The next thing I'd like to show is customer reports. When you have a customer in your shop, you may want to provide them with a summary of what was in the vehicle, what was wrong with it when it showed up, and the things, how it looked after you fixed it. So we run the customer reports. You can type in the customer's first name and last name, which will show on the report, and you hit start. Again, it's going to go through and inventory all the information on the vehicle, run through a quick scan. It's going to pull information like tire pressures and put them on there for the customer. And it's also going to do what we call OBD Mode 6, or in-use monitors. These are monitors that ran inside of the vehicle to let you know if everything in the car is okay as it drives down the road. It's doing that right now. Once it's finished getting all the information from the vehicle, it puts it in a nice formatted printout layout so that you can give this information to the customer, print it off on any wireless printer. So we've talked about the speed of the tool, how easy it is to get to what you want to do. Now we're going to talk about the speed of the data. So if you look at the information that's available in the engine control module, we're going to look at data display. I'm going to do a quick check of the throttle sweep. So as you see here, I've very easily been able to pick some keywords and get the throttle on here. Now I'm going to select, let's say, the percentage, and how about a voltage? And I've locked those in. So at this point in time, I'm going to go to the multigraph. Now I'm going to get in the vehicle and actually move the throttle around. So when I start moving the throttle, you'll see that the response is instantaneous, very fast, millisecond resolution information being sent from the throttle into the vehicle. And we also have gauges. So as you can see, the gauge response is very quick. I can go back to my list and I can change, like this ended up being a learned, which I don't want it, so I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to put in a position sensor voltage and lock it. Go back into multigraph, and now you see the voltage going the opposite of the throttle percentage. I also have gauges on these new things, and as you can see, now I get very smooth sweeping information from the voltages and the percentage. As the last demonstration of the TechPRO tool, we're going to perform what's called bidirectional controls in some cases, or output controls in general, that people refer to them as. I'm going to go into the roof module and command the convertible top to come up. So as you can see, the vehicle responded almost instantaneously to my request for it to put the top up. And at the same time, we had the data display available here. So this has been a small demonstration of the MAHLE TechPRO software and VCI and its wireless interface, the speed and capabilities that make it so easy for a technician to save time and money, and it really pays for itself. I'd like to point out that the MAHLE TechPRO software is being developed and designed and used by technicians. So it truly is a software package made by technicians, used by technicians. This makes it much more intuitive, so we don't have software engineers trying to interpret what technicians do. We have technicians explaining to us how they want the system to work. We believe that it's really revolutionary. It is the fastest scan tool on the planet, and it's extraordinarily intuitive, and it's backed by MAHLE durability, robustness, and the MAHLE name.